Hi, Prakriti ma'am. Thank you for being with the call. Uh, it's really grateful that you have spared time with us for our platform. Ma'am, would you like to give us some introduction about yourself?
Okay, I'm Dr. Pratiti Burman. I am a trained social worker. Then I have done my master's in sociology. Then I did my PhD from Women's Studies, and I have been into teaching and research for last 10 years. At this moment, I am teaching in Assam Downtown University as an associate professor. So that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a pleasure to have you, Pratiti ma'am, from Assam Downtown University. So, ma'am, shall we begin with the interview?
Hi.
Okay. So, ma'am, can you please briefly tell us about the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences of Assam Downtown University?
Okay. The Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences of Assam Downtown University is a very new faculty. Earlier, we were associated with the Commerce and Management faculty, and now we have become separated. And at this moment, we have sociology, both UG and PG. We are offering sociology. Then we are offering social work, both UG and PG level. Then we have psychology. In psychology also we have both UG, PG, and we also have performing arts, but in performing arts only the UG level. So that's what Humanities and Social Sciences is offering at this moment. And we have a very vibrant faculty. And it's though we are having different kinds of programs in the faculty, of all of us we work together because almost all of us are similar in many ways, because we are into helping society and we are studying about society. So it's a very vibrant faculty where we are involved with a lot of activities. And performing arts is a new subject which we have offered, and there also we have a lot of activities going on, where a lot of programs related to performances, singing, dancing, classical music, and classical dances, and all instruments, all these things are being offered there. And so again, there we have a lot of activities going on. And if you see, there is a close connection between our well-being. So definitely the performing arts is also there, which plays a very, very important role. So that way it's a very vibrant faculty, and I just love it. And students are also very, very active in our faculty. So that's it. I mean, like, we are very new in a sense as a faculty we are new, but these programs were there. So for last 10 years, those programs were running. So
right. Sounds wonderful, ma'am. So I'm already so interested in the programs. So the next question will be, what are the various programs offered by your faculty?
For the Department of or the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, we are offering PhD in psychology, social work, sociology, and any interdisciplinary subjects the candidates or the researcher wants to take up can take up a PhD in our faculty. That's one program we are running. And besides this, we have psychology. In psychology, we are offering masters in applied and clinical psychology. 2 subjects are there for master's level, and UG level or the BA level also there is a course. And for social work, we have MSW and BSW. For sociology, we have BA Sociology and Masters in Sociology. And this master course has been offered from this year. As for the UG program of Performing Arts, we are running, and this is the second year of their course. In future, maybe we will offer masters as well. And besides all this, we also have an option where our students can take up courses which are offered by the foreign universities, which is very unique for a private university like Downtown University, where we are offering. And each student, both UG level and the PG level, are encouraged to take up a course from any foreign university of their choice, where we have tie-up, and they can earn a certificate from that. And at the end, we also evaluate at the faculty level, so that they are evaluated in a proper way as they are learning it online. And they are earning a certificate from foreign universities, besides earning their credits and earning their degree from our university. Okay, so this is something very unique for our courses. So our students, any student in UG level or PG level, will get to study a course from a foreign university offered by the various universities from abroad, as we have a tie-up with Coursera, and through this we are offering these courses to our students and making them earn and learn something new, which is not available here in India.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. So my next question will be, what are the factors that make this faculty best for the students to opt?
There are different range of programs which we are offering in this faculty. So depending upon their interest, students' interest, usually the admission branch, we have counselors who counsel the students. So they are being counseled, and if still sometimes students get confused, then we also do talk to the students. So it depending upon their interest, they are coming forward. So each subject is unique in its own way, and all of them are like it's very, very practical in nature. Those sociology is a very theoretical subject. I'll be discussing that in my conversation, and still we are trying to give them a very, very practical experiences, because sometimes I feel, that is what our faculty, all of us, we feel that theoretical knowledge sometimes does not get you the results which you are, thinking or you want to see in the society. Yes. Practical experience is very, very important. And we see to it that each of our students get that experience. So whoever is coming here will definitely students, if you're thinking of coming to our faculty, they should be very proactive in nature, because we not only training them theoretically, we are also trying to train them practically as well.
Correct. I agree with you. This is the need of the hour, in fact.
Yes.
So my next question will be, how does the faculty ensure that students are being prepared for the future?
As I said it, that like when you're studying, you don't realize it. When I look back at my own experiences, when we were studying, we were in a very, very it's a classroom. Then yes, as a social worker, I went to the field, so our experience was very different. But for the other students who were studying theory, when I see other students also, sometimes they they don't get to know what exactly happening in and around them. So it is very important that you have both the knowledge which you are gaining in the classroom. At the same time, you're going out and experiencing that in a different way, depending upon your course, depending upon your discipline, you experience some kind of practical knowledge, hands-on knowledge. So this is what we try to do it in our faculty. We very much engage them in various activities, and these are like some of them are credited, some of them are not non-credited papers, but they do have to have that kind of experiences so that they're prepared for their future. When you are going and you are working, it's a very different experience. You can relate it to yourself also.
Yes,
Okay, I
yes.
can relate it to myself very well.
Absolutely,
Though I was
yeah.
going to the field, I was getting trained in the field work. But when I started working as a professional, the experiences I gained was very different from the experiences I was gaining from my. Yes, the theory always helps you. So that's what we try to practice in this faculty, that whatever theoretical knowledge you are getting, also same time you should be in the field where you get some other knowledges also, which will help you and prepare you for the future. Then we also have different workshops, seminars, where we train the students. Even we ask the students to participate, so it's kind of prepare you for the actual world. When you start participating in various workshops, in various presentations you are making, it helps you. It builds up your confidence, it builds up your communication skills, it builds up your how do you put forward a particular idea to the people. Simply
Right.
talking to a person is also an art. How, whether you will be able to reach or not, that communication part is so important. So asking them to have participating in different workshops, seminars, sending them to different national level seminars also, we do that. Go and just listen. If you're not presenting a paper also, but go and do listen, so that you have an exposure, so that you get an idea how things are happening. And when you, like especially for social work students, they are already placed in different organizations. Okay, so anyway you're gaining experience how to work in an organization or an NGO or a government institute, because this placements are depending upon their specializations, depending upon their need. And even we send the students to our adopted village. We have adopted villages near our university, so it's compulsory for them. They have to go for at least 2 semesters in the village, understand how the rural environment works, because when we read, we understand from that theoretical perspectives, but when you actually go to a village, you really see what exactly happening. So that is what we are trying to inculcate among our students. So that's how we are trying to prepare them for their futures.
Right. That sounds so wonderful. I mean, you're trying to implement practical knowledge. So that's really great. Okay. So, what are the types of projects that the students are working on through this faculty?
See, at master's level, they have to take up dissertation, which is not compulsory paper. When we teach them research, we have a practical theoretical paper, and after that they have to take up a research project in their interest area. So whatever different disciplines have different interest areas, and students have their own interest areas. So students are taking up dissertations in terms of a political participation of women in the rural areas. Then they are taking up research studies to see how work culture in an organization, then environment. So there are many different types of projects. Even psychology students are looking into the impact of COVID among their own peers. So there are different types of projects and research studies are being carried. And from this semester, we are also planning to introduce the same kind of projects at the UG level. So they get an idea, how to do research, not only studying in the classroom, but also taking up research projects, so that they can, when they start working, this because when we are doing research, it is knowledge building. You're trying to find an answer to a particular question. So this type of small research projects are carried out by the students. Then they have continuous evaluation. Through continuous evaluation, we give them different assignments, and these assignments are very, very practical based assignments, analyzing the various policies, plans, programs, just learning them will not help you, when you analyze, when you go deeper into it, it helps you to understand the lacunas or the strength of a particular policy, or the negativity of or the negative impact of a particular policy, or why that policy did not become a success, what went wrong, that evaluative kind of mindset, that analytical kind of mindset. So there are various projects and programs which are being carried out by our students, so that they get that idea of being analytical, of being questioning. We take everything for granted, so we try in our faculty also to question why this is happening, how is it happening, or what is the long-term consequences of it. So through our continuous evaluation process, through various assignments, through various dissertation work, they are getting a very, very good experience in terms of their putting their theoretical knowledge into perspectives, and trying to find an analytical answer to a particular situation. So that's how we are trying to prepare our students. And even they are in psychology, even they are trying to understand various therapies.
Okay.
So these are small activities. Even psychology students, we are sending them to the community level, the village level. Usually they go to various, what happens in psychology, you are sitting in a lab, because it's a lab based thing. And you're learning theories, you're experimenting in your labs, or you are sitting with a practitioner and you're trying to understand how that practitioner is applying various theoretical knowledge into practice. But at the same time, we're involving our psychology students at the community level, because what happens, for the greater mass, they are not reachable.
Right.
Yes, the issues related to psychosocial problems are not being addressed. So our psychology students, social work students are going in the community level and talking about various issues which hamper us, which can create a problem for us, or creating awareness about certain issues are being done by our students. So, but during this lockdown, we are little pushed back, as that community contact is not happening. But earlier we had massive contact with the community, and in fact now things are becoming little better. So hopefully in the coming days we'll be able to engage more with the community people through our students, and they are very active in the community level. And last January, or I think in the month of April, they the psychology students organized an awareness camp in the village. So these are practical experiences which our students are gaining,
right,
and getting prepared for the future.
Sounds really wonderful. That's great. Yeah, sure. So I'll go with our last question today for the interview. What are the best practices you are practicing as a faculty?
I feel it is the connectivity with the connection our students are establishing with the common people at the community level. Okay, that is what I feel is the best practice which I can think of for my faculty, because as I told you that our sociology students are also, sociology is something where we usually do not have we do not have that intensive field work kind of a thing. But here our students are asked to have a period of internship, either in an organization or in the community level, where that ethnographic understanding is happening for them at the community level if they are going. So these are the I think this is the best practice I can think of for my faculty. And so our social work, it's always there, so for social work we always go for field work. It's a part and parcel of our it's a very practical based kind of a discipline when we talk about social work. But when it comes to sociology and even psychology, that community connectivity was not there. I feel it was not there. So here we are trying to have that connectivity. Even sociology students are also asked to go to fieldwork. Psychology students are also asked to. It's a very well defined kind of a period. Where you will be working with for your practical knowledge, how you will gain knowledge in a rural area, how you will gain knowledge in an urban slum. So these are well defined periods are there where our students are going and gaining experiences, and all throughout they will always accompanied by their faculty members. If the faculty members are sometimes accompanying them in the field, sometimes sitting with them, looking into their reports. They submit various reports, look into their reports, discuss and, try to find out various ways to learn and create awareness. So that way I feel it's the connectivity which our students are having is the best thing which I can think of for our faculty. Connectivity with the people. That human connection, one-to-one connection, whether it's an urban area, because our students are sent to, we are making sure that they are going to both urban slum areas, then rural villages which we have adopted. So they are getting both the knowledge, going to both the setups. Plus, they are going to the organizations where, and hospitals also. Because psychology students are going to the hospitals and organizations which are working with various groups who need special attention. So they are getting different kinds of experiences in their period, whichever period they are spending with us. Each semester they will be exposed to different set of experiences which are hands-on training for them, which prepares them for having a very, very practical knowledge about the society, as well as prepare for their when they go out, start working, they have an idea. It's not only the theoretical idea, the practical idea is also there.
Right. Great. I am so happy to hear your point of view on hands-on learning. I mean, from my personal experience as well, it is really important, extremely important. Yeah. So thank you so much, ma'am. It was pleasure interviewing you. Thank you for your time. I'm sure that.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sure that your interview will help a lot of students watching this particular video. Thank you so much, ma'am.